Rock and roll is an insatiable bitch goddess, but I love her. The cream of the crop!
Welcome everybody to Watto's Vattos, the only podcast.
What a sick joke!
The only podcast. We don't have an intro for Watto's Vattos. We've been only doing this for 5-something years here. We'll get one eventually, but I am 1/3 of this internationally renowned podcast. And I see I have the elbow room stream on in the background. I just can't. There's just a mountainous thing there. I apologize. I'm never recording a podcast with
An utter humiliation.
I'm Franklin. I'm joined by my main dude, Harpo. What it is?
Oh, Frankie, it is a beautiful day out here on the West Coast, and even if it wasn't, I got the elbow room stream to keep me going.
Pornography!
And now, let me throw it back to the East Coast, to the homie Bert.
What it is, my fellows on different coasts and continents, if there's anything we can all give thanks for, is that somewhere, well, not somewhere, in a little corner, and I believe it is a corner because they have a corner stream as well, this bar in Fort Lickerdale to most people, the Elbow Room, brings global friends together.
That's right, mate.
If you don't know what we're talking about right now, look up Elbow Room, no W, on YouTube. You'll find a live stream that goes on 24 hours a day. There's no audio. And you might think, oh, this is just boring footage of people at a bar. This place is different. This is South Florida. This is unmitigated chaos. There's just always something bound to happen. Like, I saw just people shoving each other once. It's just like, oh, immediately when I turn it on, there's some shit going down. I seen an old guy bounce around a bar hitting on different women and get rejected. And it didn't faze him at all. I have no words for it.
I want to shake his hand.
It's a human ant farm because you can just sit back, watch, like, fascinating. Look how they interact with each other.
It reminds me of that Seinfeld episode when Kramer describes the rogue electrician Slippery Pete. He's the best and the worst.
I am no pervert.
It is very Slippery Pete. There's some of the guys here look like Slippery Pete.
Oh, all of them do, yeah. Like the bald guy that's there's the bald guy. That's Slippery Pete right there.
I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this.
Yeah, the
perky,
the bald Uncle Rico looking dude.
Who? Bald Uncle Rico. I mean,
which I guess now is just Uncle Rico.
I mean, that lady with him looks about half his age, and very, very friendly.
Very friendly, very perky.
Oh, they must know each other.
They must know each other.
What is that dude? Oh, I thought that dude was doing a Hitler salute there for a second. The Make America Drunk Again guy.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm watching it now.
Oh, God.
That was really close to a Hitler salute, guys. Like,
it was close.
Like 3 or 4 more degrees of wrist turn, and that's a full-on Hitler salute.
Yeah.
Now, the Elbow Room was a national fame about 2 weeks ago because this is the epicenter for your Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers.
Stop the baloney, huh?
That's right. Better show some respect. This is Miami's a hockey town now.
That's right. We fucked up the Stanley Cup, too.
What do we think this band is playing, guys?
Oh, my God. Even flow.
Let's see. I think they're like a Nickelback cover band.
So
I'm the one singing backup going,
PH,
sexy
Of course they are.
It's on the board. Yeah. They have so for those, all right, we cannot describe a live stream.
I'm sorry.
You're going to make me go live with this then. No, sorry. It's my fault 100%. It
has to be seen to be believed.
Yeah, check out the Elbow Room. I've given them so much traffic, they're now trying to charge people now for this stream, Harpo, with audio.
Unbelievable.
Would I have to make up a lie?
They're charging $9.29 a month to hear the music.
Jesus
basically.
Christ,
to hear
dude!
constant
if I wanted
feedback from the band speaker.
Yeah, seriously, if I wanted to hear drunken slurs, I would just open my window.
That's my boy. Yeah.
That's the thing. If I could hear clear like the patio cam, but there's still this stream is more than with audio. Oh, okay, this guy's just pointing at it, but this stream with audio is more than Disney Plus, Netflix, Peacock. Like, yeah, no.
You embarrass me.
It is wild there, but we'll get to the elbow room later. Gentlemen, it's been a while since we've recorded, but we're back. We're like a special event, right? We're like when the World Wrestling Federation travels to a little country abroad. Isn't it so?
Are you saying we're the crown jewel of podcasts?
No.
Stay off the weed.
We are the crown jewel, but the real crown jewel.
We are the Night of
standard.
Champions, as it were.
Oh, yeah.
The greatest Royal Rumble of podcasts.
Oh man, you think they caught on now? Like they're like, hey, wait a second, you guys aren't giving us good shows. That's why they got the Royal Rumble.
Wait, what do you mean it's the greatest Royal Rumble? It's not the Royal Rumble? No, yours is the greatest Royal Rumble.
Look, you have a belt. I saw a light of day for like 5 minutes.
You remember when they had the Super Showdown there, and every time Michael Cole would refer to it, he's like, it's gonna be as big as WrestleMania, maybe bigger.
Contractually obligated to say that. Had to have been.
I think that was like, oh, in case they're watching, and that's the last game for Yokozuna or like people that are dead to show up.
I'm just asking for a little dignity here somehow.
This is a WrestleMania equivalent.
Oh, God.
So, I guess we'll start off with that. We've led into here. WWE had their show in Saudi Arabia. Night of Champions, was it? I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Nor did I.
I did watch it. I'll admit to that.
Oh, yeah, somebody's got to, Glad we got you doing the homework here for us, Spur. But this event came with the controversy that somebody said, never would I ever wrestle there.
It sounds like
Basically,
some dipshit from a small town called Chicago, Illinois had to unhinge his jaw like a boa constrictor and just take down the juicy sparrow.
He had to cup the marbles, swallow the gravy.
And do it with a smile.
I am not a conspiracy theorist type. I don't like it because I think it leads to just totally bad unhinged takes and just it's a slippery slope. But I think having CM Punk do his like little rap thing, that was written by apparently Jensen Karp had a hand in that.
Wait, Shrimp Dad?
Husband. Shrimp Dad.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So I don't know that guy, but yeah, he had a hand in writing that, so that's why it was so funny. But my point is, I think this is a humiliation attempt on him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, the dick sucking's not enough, dude. Like,
oh, no.
I hope, yeah.
Like,
this is Paul's
that was
way
a cringe promo, right? It wasn't just me. I'm like, what is this shit?
Now, they'll say it was intended to be, like Kurt Angle, but with Kurt Angle, he was joking. He had a sideways hat.
Just made a big mistake.
When he's like mentioning Kendrick and Drake, it was, how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, no, it was the worst thing that Phil's done. And if you take that into, the full totality of his career and how many embarrassing moments he has, Jesus Christ, man, this is an all-time low. And this is how low Phil has sunk. Friend of the show and noted Phil defender Taylor Carver, even he is like, fuck Phil now. So that's
nice.
That's how you know Phil is down. That he has lost his whatever juice he had left is gone. Which I guess makes sense that he works for the company that Dwayne is a board member of. Because those two, quite frankly, if I'm being totally honest, deserve one another.
Wow. A marriage made in hell.
I just love the idea of Phil and Dwayne and Paul in like a little clown car, just driving around, chill it out, just shitting on their own legacies. It's just chef's kiss.
I could just picture Dwayne like, that. Phil, I heard you like comics. Write me up some Black Adams.
That's what he refers to him too. Give me some Black Adams.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
Yeah, put some real effort into it. God, that man is big.
Yeah, that dude had no shirt on. Yeah, if I looked like that, I wouldn't wear a shirt either.
All right, so back on here. Phil Brooks, he told Mike Mizanin from The Real World, go suck a blood money covered dick, and he had to apologize. Like, oh no, I was just
legitimately had nothing to do with Saudi Arabia.
Is that even a morning tweet? I don't even want to. You don't need to fact check it.
I don't think it was. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. You know what, Harpo? Thank you for fact checking it.
Yep,
I believe
you got it. Yeah, no, he just rolled out of bed, was a little hangry. Maybe maybe AJ didn't put something away that she left something out overnight, and maybe one of Phil's tenants was late on his rent, and he just wasn't feeling it, and he got a letter from Tony Khan saying, "Hey, stop being an asshole," and he just wasn't going to take it anymore, and he went all Fred Durst and decided to break some shit tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I need to speak to you about whose cock my daughter's been sucking.
Show, anything of note from what you watched in Night of Champions?
I know Meltzer highly rated the Cody and Orton match. I was like, it's kind of boring, but whatever. Fuck, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently some of these
it's about as good as you're
going
to get from two guys that were in the same stable that I didn't give a fuck about way back then as well.
Yeah, from one of the worst eras of DX reboot and Christian Shawn Michaels.
Hey, they put that company on their back and drag it through the mud like ox, What can you say? No, other than that, I wouldn't say anything of interest. The Phil and Cena match was about as good as you can get out of Cena these days. He's winding down, unfortunately.
He's just a old beat up piece of meat.
Yeah. What's going to be weird though is somehow as a pretty much been a day one Cena hater, part of me is going to miss him when he's gone.
Yeah, it is. Who's got it bad? Who's got it worse right now? Tanahashi or Cena? Who's worse right now?
Oh God, I would say Tanahashi's
for
worse,
sure. He's got the ricket legs, man.
Yeah, I know that, but he brought it a little bit against Gabe Kidd the other day from the highlights I saw.
Yeah, but I mean, Cena's always kind of worked the same easy style though, so I think it's easier for him to fake the funk than it is for Tanahashi.
True. Yeah, that is a good point.
Not only do I dig the information on the site, I dig the concept.
I think Cena's has historically been underrated as an in-ring worker. Had some good matches at the Great Khali, so you really have to give him his dues. I guess he'll be missed. He looks like shit. He looks like he hates wrestling. He looks like he's having fun when he's doing the non-wrestling stuff. Working a match, he seems resentful almost.
I could be making so much more money elsewhere.
The fact that he's not tanning at all is man, you look like an action figure.
And the way he runs from the bald spot is just so fucking sad.
Yeah.
I find all that stuff fascinating.
Dude, embrace it. What are we doing here? I get it,
Somewhere it's probably one of the dumbest things she ever said.
Most men end up having some level of baldness. It happens.
Wait, are you saying he should go to full cue ball at this point?
No, not full cue ball, but I don't know, running a few hairs over the bald spot,
or go back maybe to his prototype look and do a flat top that's starts out bald at the back and then slowly builds up.
Chili Palmer is a man you don't mess with.
Type move here, right?
Yeah.
There are graceful ways to do it.
My primary New Year's resolution is to embarrass Ric Flair.
The memes have been great about Phil. I mean, he has tried to dial this back and make it about something it was. They tried to make the storyline mention it but not mention it. It seems like where they were saying, oh, you have to face me, but it has to be at Night of Champions. I am not going to elaborate any more on that statement. Like, why would it be a bad thing that CM Punk in universe has to face you at Night of Champions? Why don't you elaborate? And then, of course, Punk's a dork, so he's like, I'll fight you on Mars.
I think you're a little too close to this one, Frankie, because if I remember, there's a certain incident at the Tilted Kilt that you don't like to talk about.
Limousine ride and a private jet flying.
Let's move on. Let's carry on.
Welcome to the first ever episode of Live from the Elbow Room.
That covers about that, right? I mean, he's a dork. He suck it on chili dogs, right?
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to do it in post.
All right.
By the way.
Yeah, it'll work.
I'll recommend it. The Botchmania that came out this week has a great Simpsons meme compilation of the entire Phil blood-sucking cock tour.
Nice. I'll get around to watching that. I got to catch up on my Botchmania.
You know, all of us, we've just one last thing on Phil real quick. All of us, we've all fucked up at one point or another.
Did you just soil yourself?
Where we had to issue a public apology to not just the leader of a country, but to everyone who lives in it.
If you actually think that I was just the right guy.
Yeah, that's, well, things some guys do for money, you know? I guess those the Thor comics weren't enough, huh?
Poor Phil.
Yeah, poor Phil. Alright, moving on.
Hey, Slick, pop a beer and everything seems twice as good.
Wrestler. You know, this is very rare because this guy's always been held in the highest regard. He's going through a bit of an embarrassing stretch right now where the service industry in Tampa, Florida is saying that Ric Flair is something of a pants shitter?
Did you just soil yourself?
It has been an accusation that has been making the rounds on Reddit, and I believe some of the Tampa local news sources have started picking up on it. And you know, like...
So, with... Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I didn't have to. Go ahead, Bert.
Yeah, no, I was saying, and at first he, like, you know, denied, like, oh, no, like this, and, like, yeah, you could picture someone, you know, playing an elaborate ruse on the Nature Boy on the internet, but, a few days after this broke rounds, he posted that grotesque picture of his abdomen. Like, you know, now he's like, woe is me, I have cancer, after he dogged on JR during his treatment. And you can see, like, what might be a colostomy bag, like, hanging under.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Flair, how'd you get those women?
Now, I can assure you guys, you know, you ever have a Capri Sun and you squirted it at a friend or something?
God, I don't like where this is headed.
I fucking guarantee you that bag, Rick just empties it out, both hands, squeezes it like a Capri Sun pouch, and sprays it all over a fucking toilet before going back in and having more Jack and Cokes and 8 bottles of water or whatever the fuck he has.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's been at least 5 different times where he's been at a bar and forgot he's wearing that thing, and then someone's buying him shots, and then dares him to do the Flair flop right on the floor. And he does it, and that bad boy just decorates the walls.
Jesus. You just made a big mistake.
Without a doubt. He's definitely... I think he's got 2 bags, too.
Would I have to make up a lie?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
It's... I've gone on record and said that his pisses and his shits are indistinguishable from one another.
Oh, said some pretty nasty things.
He's like a chicken with Palacio.
Man. Yeah, well, it's just. I think his pisses are just very fucking yellow,
oily,
or very orange. Yeah, and there's just
they both have the consistency of motor oil. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Not in public, bro.
I think whatever he does with the toilet, it just sprays out of his ass. You know,
I mean,
And
he's of the level of alcoholic where like you could smell alcohol like in his general vicinity, like just permeating through his pores.
I seen Ric Flair, #2, the Nature Boy.
It's that type of Florida alcoholic, right? Of
Nicholas Dickhead.
He may not even had a drink, but you just know that man. That's a drunk man, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
nah.
Yeah, there's a very specific type of man that he has become. It reminds me of there was a time when a friend of the show, Dennis, took a picture with some old white dude at a bar.
So I'm the one singing backup going, "Sexy boy."
But it's the Nature Boy Ric Flair. It was like the funniest thing.
I believe I have
ever
that
did.
picture, yes.
Oh, Halle Berry rode Space Mountain.
Fucking
of course she did.
Fuck up. One of the best people to go to a wrestling show. I mean, the whole crew is, obviously. But Dennis is the best at instigating the fans. And
It's hot as hell back here.
Take your shirt off.
Just suckers the dumbest people and gets them mad or fools them. It's a work of art.
He also
It's a work
befriended
of art.
Carrie Silskin.
That's my boy.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, Carrie just gave us the biggest hugs at a show once.
That's right, mate.
He was on his Weekend at Bernie's antics, though. But I got love for Carrie. He's all right. I love Carrie.
He's good people. He did good by everyone.
He shook our hands. I wanted to shake his hand.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah. He shook all our hands. That's
And mana
it wasn't a
to
Hank Hill,
the royal
limp
family.
limp fish handshake type thing. Wasn't one of the boys in the back limp? Hey, I don't work stiff, brother.
Yeah, it's funny because like for how many years Flair pulled so much shit backstage and treated so many people like shit, to now see his life literally being covered in shit. It just
I live for this shit.
Yeah, it is a good literal. I mean, it's tough to wrap your head around it. He has no self-awareness.
None.
So, like, none. Like,
That makes
he
me
literally has
absolutely
cancer. First he tried
sick.
to deny it. What do you think that was about, Bert?
I don't know if it was like him thinking like, oh no, I'm Ric Flair. I can't appear weak type shit. And I don't know why the hell he was going after JR for like being so open about it. I don't know, like in his mind, like, oh, it's good natured ribbing. It's like, well, everyone sees you as an asshole right now.
I don't think it was good natured ribbing because he got mad at JR for the Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he got mad at him. He's like, I've never trusted. Like, but like, it seems like he's madder at the pants shitting accusations, and he won't even mention it. Then he's mad at the plane ride from hell stuff.
You know how I know it was a shoot? Because he was typing and not everything was capitalized. And that to me is like his Twitter version of the Owen voice.
Oh. If I may be serious for a moment here.
Maybe
I've never had cancer a day in my fucking life.
He probably like went
Or
up to
maybe
Conrad and he's like, take this down, boy. Made his ass type.
Maybe it was. I think maybe he looks at cancer like Bruce Wayne looked at I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. It's like, I don't have cancer. Cancer has Ric Flair.
He might have some kind of dumb machismo like that, but I'm prone to agree with you, Bert. I think he's like, I'm not a pussy. I don't have cancer. Boy, I don't have cancer. I'm a man. Kind of shit, you know? Like, yeah, that's how I.
But
see
who was it that just
but
like flat out revealed that it was Conrad, right?
I am Lord Charlie Mordecai.
It was Conrad, but he denied it after Conrad did that. That's like the weird part about this. It wasn't like, yeah, hey, it's before, oh, hey, the diagnosis hasn't come in yet. Like, after the fact, you know, yeah, it's just hilarious. And the comments have been great on everything, where people are just giving him the same treatment that he gave JR, you know. And JR, I've given him a tough time throughout the years, you know that. But he's an honest pervert, you know?
He is what he is.
I think he's being like more like transparent with like events in his life, like all his dark side around. He's like, yeah, that shit happened. It was awful.
Yeah, I think he's coming to terms with a lot of stuff from his life and processing that and kind of, like an adult does, right? Processing whatever grief and why you did the things you did, while Rick is just drinking it away. I don't know. We're none of us are psychologists here necessarily, but we don't have traditional degrees, but I think we're as qualified to speak about these matters as any trained doctor or university student.
Listening.
Yeah, all three of us have. Yeah, we've all got PhDs in the streets.
That's right. That's right.
If I may pivot while we're on the wrestler health issues,
and the great at video games.
You guys, how do you guys feel about the whole Hogan on his deathbed rumor being perpetuated by Bubba the Love Sponge?
If you actually think that I was just the right guy.
And Bert, I love it when you pivot. You pivot, and it's a smooth transition. I love it. Please pivot more when you get the chance. I think it goes back to, honestly, what you were saying. I think it's a fucking wrestler thing. It's like the best way to fucking make Hogan. Bubba and Hogan, they're at odds. At first it was. First it starts off with Bubba kind of leeching on Hogan. And then Bubba tries to say, yeah, my wife slept with Hogan, but we're swingers. You're the kind of swingers where the wife is doing all the porking, but that's fine, Bubba. And then the sex tape stuff and all that. But I think this comes down to the best way to irritate a wrestler is make them look weak. And saying Hulk Hogan had to be in surgery is just a dig. Like, you're soft. You have to do surgery? What are you? What are you, little nerd?
Oh, it was a little worse than that. He didn't just say surgery. He's like, Hogan's on his deathbed. He's not doing too good.
Right.
Hulkamania
sucks. And meanwhile, I'm doing great. But Terry, he ain't looking good.
And I hate to actually have to hand it to Bubba, but I think he kind of did like a master's course here, because most of the responses were not, oh my God, get well, Hulk. Most of the responses were like, yo, good, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, like if you see like any of like the Hogan's like Instagram shit, like people are like, hey man, I hope you're doing good, like prayers up to the Hulkster, and it's like Hogan posting like, gonna be a Total Wine in Gainesville for real American beer. Come have drinks, karaoke night at Hogan's Beach, and the comments are still praying for you, Hulkster.
Arpo, you got it. I think this is the ultimate chess move, because he is showing him he's like fucking Scrooge, man. Like he's showing him, look at this. This is your life. I'm showing you what happens after you die, and people are happy, dude. That's a fucking... Ooh, man. What a move. And on top of that, like Bert said, you have these people. They're just like, hey, man, you'll get through this, man. I believe in you. Make the most of the time you got left, though, Terry.
Yeah, in these fans' eyes, now Hulk is an old man on the verge of dying type shit.
Yeah.
You're blasphemy!
Yeah.
Blasphemous!
Ben, makes you look weak. Makes you look weak.
My wife accused me.
Yeah, I don't know. Does he have any WWE appearances like he can do or lined up like somewhere that's Hogan friendly type venue? I don't know if that exists now.
I guess the next Live Florida show.
Yeah. But even Tampa, he got booed, and Titus got cheered.
Well, he's fucked up. Good.
My wife accused me of having an affair with Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yikes! Like. He had the Mean Gene. When Mean Gene died, he knew I can go in there, pretend this is about Gene, but it's really just about, sneaking my way back.
My favorite thing is when he was booed at the Netflix thing. They're like, damn it, yeah. Jimmy, you why are they booing you? Sounds like they're booing me.
I can't believe that. It's going to be unbelievable.
The Nasty Boys were on their heels, man. I still got that heat from them, babe.
I love it whenever Jimmy Hart posts something about, hey baby, we're having my 82nd birthday next week, and here's where all the details. I'm like, dude, you are so fucking old. You should not be planning your birthday in advance. It should be a day of event.
His birthday is on New Year's Day, so
if it was true, and I was gay, I'd embrace it and I'd tell you guys about it and I'd celebrate it.
Dude, more than likely.
Who does he have left to party with?
Dude, he's at Hogan Beach on fucking Monday Karaoke, so he has Terry. I don't think Rick really fucks with Jimmy Hart very much, does he?
No.
Sound like you've been drinking this early in the morning, bro.
That Hoke fucks with him so much as Jimmy just carries his bag for him.
I think that they're codependent on each other.
The mashed potatoes, no gravy. The pinto beans, if you could drain the juice out of them, I'd sure appreciate it.
That their relationship, they need one another, you know?
Yeah. Hogan definitely is going to need a fall guy for when Real American Pro Wrestling fails.
And Jimmy's going to need a ninth mortgage, probably.
That's so crazy, man. Jimmy made his money in the 60s and then went into wrestling, and it's like he's just kind of been the same guy since 92?
Yeah.
93-ish. He hasn't changed at all since then, and he's old as shit. It's so fucking crazy.
Not a gray hair in sight.
All natural, baby.
That was my favorite part of Legend's house when they went through his morning hair routine. And they're all pounded on the door. Jimmy, hurry the fuck up! I gotta take a shit.
My favorite is his dietary habits. He just eats plain beans and drains the juice.
So we brought belly busters for all you folks.
It's the saddest thing. He does Ben Mala, who is a real estate guy who has a YouTube show, and he just abuses Jimmy. He's like, you were in the Gentrys. Your band went nowhere. You know, my dad lived to be 90, but he never had a taste of alcohol. He never knew how it felt to be a man like you. You don't know how it is. You only had T-bone steak once when I cooked it for you, Jimmy. This guy just runs him the fuck down, but then he still ends up okay, sure, I'll invest in your tiki hut in fucking Clearwater or whatever.
Bacon is good for me.
It's a toxic relationship. I do worry for Jimmy. He hangs out with...
Oh, God, Jim...
Yeah.
He has fallen into so many crypto schemes by now.
I like how he's always trying to get booked to things, too. Hey, you need me for an independent movie, Daddy?
Tell me something.
Hey, baby, I'll come to your business grand opening.
He recently did Victory Casino Cruises. I think this is relatively recent. So Jimmy Hart was on a casino cruise as the entertainment? Yeah.
In years past, I guarantee you we could have got him for BugCon.
Yes, I think we could have. I think we definitely could have. I think
would have even had a max.
If you're going to be on this program, you got to think a little bit. You got to be prepared.
The BugCon, and it would have he would have been sitting there at the table. I don't even know how that goes. That would have been just having Sleeves and Jimmy Hart next to each other.
Sleeves making him look at the tweet.
Yeah.
Ashman! Yes.
Oh my God! Shout out Sleeves, by the way. Him. We got a lot. I have a morning stream that I do on Fridays. Morning Unk. Sleeves has. He's had a rough go because Uncle Howard hasn't done the weather except one time, and hopefully we can get more famous Uncle Howard's weather reports so Sleeves knows the weather out there. So just have to plug that in, guys.
Howard's just a free spirit, man, and Howard gonna do what Howard gonna do.
Yeah, but he has to do the morning weather report. But I digress here. Shout out to Sleeves. Shout out to Jimmy Hart, man. He's
prayers up for Sleeves. Prayers up for Jimmy Hart. Hulk Hogan, go fuck yourself.
We have a friend in Texas who's like, what are you gonna do one day if Hulk Hogan dies? Have you ever thought of that?
I'm gonna dance.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on once again here. Where would you like to go with this? Where would you like to go?
Oh, well, I mean, we are nominally speaking a Star Wars podcast. Maybe we talk about Skeleton Crew and Andor.
Yeah, we are a Star Wars podcast. Bert, you have seen them most recently, right?
Yes, I wrapped up Skeleton Crew and then went right into Andor shortly thereafter.
It's gonna be awesome, baby!
They're both
What a
great.
fucking
They were
what
leaps and bounds over the Acolyte.
Well, that's that is that's for sure. So let's start with Skeleton Crew. I'm gonna go with what I can remember here. It was good. I did enjoy it all throughout. It was weird that there was a planet that was hidden, and they did a good job of explaining that. What happened to Jude Law at the end? I forgot. He got arrested?
I believe, yeah, he got arrested by... It was the Republic that came in and helped him out, right? Because they were like the... I guess they're federal mint or whatever the fuck that makes Republican credits.
Yeah, the Rangers, the Republic Rangers came in at the end there and busted him, I think.
Yeah, that's so you went to
That's
jail?
how you know it's a riveting show.
Eric Bischoff is a no-good, lousy son of a... Hey!
Series, it is tough to remember what the fuck happens.
You mind giving a little blow just one time for the Rock?
Like, it kind of, the whole kids on bikes thing, I'm such a sucker for that because that was, back in my day, that's how we spent, every afternoon was on our bikes, like, riding it in places we probably shouldn't be. I mean, it was like we had the neighborhood I grew up in, which is the neighborhood I still live in. We had this gigantic like concrete like drainage. Like we called it the creek, but I don't think a creek has concrete. And underneath of this bridge, and then down in underneath the main city passageway here.
Agree with you, the council does.
I remember one summer we had a friend whose brother, we were probably like 8 or 9. My friend's brother was like 15, and we all took flashlights and we went down into that like drainage thing underneath the street, and we followed it. And we had flashlights, and our friend's older brother had a. This is the craziest, like, I'm amazed it didn't explode. He had a fire extinguisher that was emptied out, and then he filled it with butane gas, and then he would spray it and then hold a lighter in front of it and just shoot out giant fireballs to burn up like whatever spiders or whatever were ahead of us. So we followed this thing for like an hour, it felt like. Eventually we find a manhole. And so my friend's brother climbs up and he pushes the manhole up, and we had gone probably like, as the crow flies, maybe a half a mile.
Yeah.
But we crossed both sides of an 8-lane highway.
Yeah.
And ended up in the middle of the parking lot of our neighborhood grocery store. And you would have thought we were like Christopher fucking Columbus the way we celebrated. We were like, holy shit, we are the smartest. Look at this shortcut we found. And it was like, in reality, it took what would have been like a 20-minute walk and turned it into an hour-long ordeal. But like, as soon as I see kids doing crazy shit like that, it brings me back to that. Yes. So I was instantly on board with these kids. And then there's the Neil factor, which, like, if something had happened to Neil, I would never have watched Star Wars again. Like, I was that invested in that young kid. And then I can't remember his name, the main kid. It kind of looks like a young Lionel Richie, and that just kind of spoke to me.
Yeah, no, the kids were great. The casting. I think the casting all around was top notch. I do quite like that story.
Happiness and laughter.
It's just that mindset of being a teenager, or kid, and just you kind of nailed it. Like, I think there was more familiarity for you, right? That like it was your supermarket, right? Like, oh, we landed somewhere and we know where it actually is. Like, that's
Yeah, if we'd ended up somewhere like in the middle of a field or something, we'd have been like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But no, this was something, for whatever reason, we convinced ourselves, from now on, when we go to the grocery store, this is the path we shall take.
Yeah. It does remind me of stories. I don't know if Bert was with us for this, but it was with a friend who wanted to do donuts out of this field, but he couldn't get in. He tried to drive through like the side of the train tracks, not on the train tracks, but on the side of it, adjacent. You know, a relatively safe distance, but still probably not somewhere you want to have a car. And my friend was just like, let's see how far we can drive down the train tracks. Bert, were you there for that?
Not for. I've heard the story. Yeah, not for this one.
You've heard the story. No. Oh God. For the life of me, I can't remember who else was with me. Like, it must have been a third stringer, is what I can think of from the friends' circle of characters. You know, it wasn't a dentist. It wasn't a heavy hitter.
Yeah, it was Kenny Banya.
Yeah, a Kenny Banya, right. So we just going down, and it was like, well, eventually, at first it's like, oh, where does this go? Okay. Oh, there's like a boat yard somewhere? That's kind of cool. That's weird. Hey, let's keep going. Let's see how far this goes. Until eventually we see, like, wait a second. This is a dead end. And we don't have space to do a 3-point turn and just kind of turn back around because it's still fenced in.
Oh,
so
no.
we're like, okay, well, we can't get to the boat yard or whatever the fuck we saw. We're like, well, I think there's space between that house that doesn't have a fence. We found a house that did not have a fence in the backyard. And it's like, well, are we going to play it close? Because they have an outdoor AC unit. And I don't know if the car's going to get through there. So we're driving in reverse. We're going back to this house. And we're taking a car. I mean, imagine a car coming from behind your home. If that's not a regular thing, that's a bit bizarre. Somewhere in South Miami, I don't know where the fuck, but my friend is just driving very carefully to fit his Suzuki Swift between a fence and the fucking wall of a home and a fucking protruding AC unit that we're not sure we can make. And yeah, I mean, there's no, like your story, you went to a supermarket. There's no real story here. It's just the stupidity of it all, what could have happened, the absurdity that we drove at fucking 11 at night down this train track to like a very secluded area in South Miami and had to drive through somebody's home to get the fuck out of there. That's our skeleton crew.
You can't do that these days.
You can't do that, right? Yep. You can't. We're better for it.
Yeah. If like my kids told me that they'd done something like that, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know what could have happened to you?
Where did you get that inherited trick from?
Right. I learned it by watching you.
What? So yeah, I guess Skeleton Crew does have that relatability factor of just the dumb shit kids can get into. Maybe to not those extents, but it's still rather relatable. And then we have Andor, which some stuff just hit too hard, unfortunately. It was like, this is a bit too close to home. That's how I felt watching it. How about you guys?
It gave you like a reason to like be like, oh man, like what's coming in the Days of the Empire's like rise to power are pretty grim.
Agree with you, the council does.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy.
Ask any racer, any real racer.
It was a great series, dude. Not to get me wrong, it was fucking dope. But yeah, I was like, this is upsetting. This isn't fun. I mean, it's
Bernie
fun.
Lomax is more popular than ever.
Yeah. Oh damn, I missed your comment, Bert. What do you say?
It still applies, by the way.
It still applies. Is that a bra or a bikini? I think it's a bra, dude.
Sound like you've been drinking this early in the morning, bro.
Bottom
left.
Yeah, and Uncle Rico was motorboating her a few minutes ago. I didn't want to be.
Yeah,
an old guy came in to talk to them.
It's an honest question because they're out there, and they're spectacular.
There's an old guy who spoke to them too. I don't know.
For me, Andor was that second season was so like brooding and dark, but I mean that's kind of how life is when fascism is rising. And for me, the thing that really kind of tied it all together was like that speech that Luthen gave, where he's talking about like, I'm willing to burn down my life for a sunrise that I'll never see. And it was like, you stop and you think about it, like, nobody knows who Andor was. Nobody knows who Luthen was. All the people who did know are pretty much all dead by the time A New Hope is over.
Yeah.
And what did you guys think about the recasting of Jimmy Smits?
I thought he was great.
Yeah, Benjamin Bratt. If you're gonna have to get a Jimmy Smits replacement, he's number one on your list.
From Catwoman, love him. The basketball scene.
Yep. And then he the other people are like, oh, I guess Jimmy Smits is just done with Star Wars, and he had to like literally make a statement. He goes, no, I'm not done with Star Wars. I would have been more than happy to do it, but it conflicted with something I'd already committed to. That's the life of an actor, and people just cannot understand.
Yeah,
that.
but he's
I
also
can't be
doing
in two
like,
fucking places at once, you idiot.
Yeah. But he's also doing, he doesn't want to miss out on a future payday. Like, no, I am still willing to do this. Please, if I'm free.
Oh, yeah, he definitely buttered his bread on both sides on that one. Yeah, for sure. But all in all, I thought it was great. And so now the thing is, when I finished watching it, then I was like, well, I better watch Rogue One. So I watched Rogue One, and then after that I go, well, I guess I better watch A New Hope. And then I look up at the clock, and it's like 2:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, I got to be at work in 4.5 hours.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough reality there. So yeah, I think we all agree. We're all kind of on the same page. It's heavy shit. Really dope all around. Yeah, just a fucking bummer, man. Damn, who knew fascism? It's really shit. Like,
this is the part of the empire we don't see. And I did love getting to see Ben Mendelsohn back as Krennic. I thought that was awesome. The old guy who, what's his name? Pendergast or whatever, Partagast. Him offing himself. That was freaking raw. Like, you don't see that. Like, we got a lot of firsts in Andor. We got the first attempted in a Star Wars property. Also.
Yeah.
Yep. With the poor Bix, which was a sentence I never thought I'd say. Then we got a suicide. Oh, the ultimate though. I know Bert, you were a little behind us with watching it. Was the memes that came out?
Yes.
Oh God, the one with Cyril, when Cassian doesn't realize who he is. Oh God, that was just chef's kiss. The memes that came out of that were so good. There's the one where it's like, who are you? Cyril. Cyril who? Cyril Skywalker.
I like the you don't even know where I am memes of
those were the best.
Those were dope. They had like the pizza box one and just those were all sound.
The Disneyland one where he's got like the Mickey Mouse shaped pretzel.
I didn't catch that one. Yeah. The memes that came out have been dope. I'm glad his droid is living happily, at least. We got closure with B2.
So who made the wise decision to program a totally dependent droid?
Jesus Christ.
Like that.
Sad.
That's just mean.
Yeah.
Yes!
He's got baby Andor to watch over now. Yeah.
That's true. You know who that baby is, right?
I have a theory.
Who do you think it is, Franklin?
There could be ties. We don't know for sure one way or the other. We never got an age on Snoke, but in theory, hear me out before you disregard anything, please.
But why?
In theory, So that's BBY1 essentially, right? And then we have The Last Jedi. That is about what? ABY 45?
Nah, I think it was like 30 something.
30?
Yeah, I think they cheated a little bit, made it like 30 years.
Okay,
ABY.
so 30. Oh, Linda Hogan's at the Elbow Room. That's nice. But no.
Oh, nice.
It could be. That might be that baby ended up to be a very powerful, very tall, little pruny Supreme Leader Snoke.
You know, I see no evidence against it, and until I see that, I'm inclined to believe you.
Ryan, you follow me. You follow me on Instagram, Ryan. Make it work. Make it work. Get it in one of the books. Get it in one of the fucking books. That ring. Remember Snoke's ring? The ring with the black kyber crystal, Harpo. Do you remember that ring?
That's right.
Remember that ring. That baby, did the baby have that ring? The baby might have had that ring.
You know that baby was swaddled in some kind of like cloak, almost gold fleeced, if I remember.
Right? Yeah, some kind of off gold. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
Oh, it's food for thought.
It's good food for thought too. It's good. It's yeah.
Yeah, it's a well balanced
steak, if you ask me.
It's some chili cheese fries on the side.
Damn, that chick is just not having it with Uncle Rico. Like, he keeps going in for kisses and she keeps shutting him down. I love it.
Yeah. She's like, yo, you paid for the hour, but yeah, still.
Now she's putting her shirt on.
Oh, she's putting the shirt
off the clock.
No! Wow. Hey, thanks for everything. I'm gone now. Okay, all right. So this makes no sense here. Am I gonna have to attach this hour from the Elbow Room stream onto this? I could do that.
It won't hurt anything.
Yeah. All right. We'll jot down the time here. It's 7:20ish. I will see what I can do here. All right. So moving on. We've discussed Snoke theory. We came across a very vital conclusion. We know Ric Flair shit himself. Bert, you brought this one up here. Well, before we start with All In, Bert brought up All Vin.
Yes, I believe about 2 weeks ago it was at a Fast and the Furious fan event, and Brother Vin himself revealed, "You guys have 3 demands for the last Fast and the Furious movie. We take it back to the streets." You all know the second one, right? Right?
No, I forgot it.
Well,
go back to LA.
Back to LA, sure. And
the
third most important one, we're gonna bring back the Buster to the franchise.
Still a Buster.
Dig his ass up. Brian O'Connor is taking the driver's seat again.
Wow.
But who's gonna watch the kids?
Fucking what's her face? Mia.
She's gonna stay home, really?
Yeah, she's staying home. That's it.
They can't have both of them in the same movie.
No.
Because someone's gotta watch the kids.
They can't get a babysitter or something. Oh, what? They can't get. That'd be fucked up if they got the Puerto Rican guys to do it.
No, ZTB.
What's that?
They can get ZTB to watch the kids.
Yeah, they revoked his driver's license, so he might as well stay.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want him driving anywhere.
They asked fucking Lucas, whatever his name in the fucking movie is, Big Head. He's like, yeah, I know a guy. I went to high school with him.
I don't respect him, but I do trust him.
He's got great political views, and I trust him, just not behind the wheel.
He does pick fast cars.
Brian. He's good people, Brian. You can trust your kid with him. He ain't allowed to drive nowhere, so don't worry about that. Damn.
According to the state of California, he's what they refer to as a repeat offender.
If he lived in Florida, he'd have at least 5 more DUIs before they did anything to his license.
Oh, easily, man. He's like it amazes me, like, the amount of, like, leniency some states have towards that sort of thing. I mean, it was, like, up until, like, I'd say, like, the early 90s here in California, people would get, like, 3 DUIs, and it would, like, never have spent more than, like, a night in jail. Now, that's, like, yeah. Now they kind of take that shit seriously.
I mean, as they should. As they should.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, please don't confuse me what I'm saying.
The good old days, no.
The good old days where you could blow a .12 and they couldn't do a goddamn thing about it.
That's God. When will that be a political thing? Where it's like, you guys remember the good old days, where these breathalyzers, they ain't that accurate. I see. Yeah.
There was a protest here. Back when they made .08 the legal limit, and I just remember my friends and I, because downtown Sacramento is a hellhole. Like, it's like, if you live in the suburbs and you have normal streets, and then you have to go downtown for, like, jury duty or anything down there. Like, now you have to go down to a Kings game or a concert. But back in the day, it was be like,
you Sacramento scumbags!
Because it's all one-way streets. It's confusing as hell. And I absolutely hated going down there. But it was like, I remember one time my friends and I... don't judge me for this. I was 17, and my best friend and I took my mom to a Star Trek convention.
Go on. That's fine.
That's a hard way to start a sentence. And we're driving by the courthouse, and there was a protest march of people holding signs that said, like, .08 is too low, and they had a chant. Honest to God was, hey, hey, ho, ho, .08 has got to go. And, like, my friend and I were looking at each other, and we're like, oh my God, this can't be real. Like, they were blocking traffic.
Wow, that is great. That is beautiful, dude. So there is a campaign somebody can run on. Like, that's all politics is. You just choose, like, one thing and be like, this shouldn't be happening. And you apparently can run on that. That's...
Yeah, then they give you money, and then you never really have to ever do anything positive ever again.
No. That's how it works. That's sadly pretty close to how it works.
Yeah, and then when the thing you run on doesn't happen, you blame it on the other side, and you say, "Well, obviously they're the problem. We gotta kick all these fat cats out of the government and start over."
Yeah, I like when they blame, like, the government blames the government. He's like, it's the government doing this, It's the government doing it. It's like,
you are the government, sir.
No. That's not what I mean. It's the left. They're doing it. They don't have any seats. They don't have any control, but they're still pulling the strings.
Yeah, follow the money. That's what they always tell me. Just follow the money. It may not make sense, but it sure does make dollars.
All right, so where do we leave off here? Are you guys excited for Vin Diesel for Paul Walker's return?
Which version of Brian are we getting? Grand Moff Tarkin? Or,
So I'm the one singing backup going, sexy boy!
How is it going to look?
One of the big problems with CGI is hair.
Is it? Okay.
That's right, Mike.
You have a brother for that, though.
Yeah, that's true. They had him, like, as a stand-in, right? Like, he would be sitting in the back seat with poorly lit.
Yeah, poorly, yep.
That's my boy! He did the pickup shots for, like, the final movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If this really does end up being the final movie, and I hate to say it, but I really hope it is, because Dwayne, I feel like got his box office poison all over this franchise. And I really do hope and pray that this is the last episode. If it is, and I hope they get to go out the way they want to go out, because they have entertained us for like almost 20 years now. You know, and it's the rare movie franchise that appeals to like pretty much everyone who doesn't have a stick up their ass. Like, you know, it's not science fiction, it's not fantasy, it's something that anyone who's ever had some guy in a little shitbox Honda blow past them on the freeway, it's something we could all relate to. And I feel like it's the Fast and Furious franchise has been kind of like the one, the big uniter. It's probably done more to unite Americans than pretty much anything in my lifetime. And they deserve to go out the way they want to go out. And if Vin wants to do CGI zombie Brian, then by God, let him do it.
You know what? I feel like Paul Walker would probably be on board with it. He really would be, I think. Like, yeah.
Like, yeah. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, no man, you damn well better put me in that." I think he'd be offended if they didn't put him in it.
No, I'm excited. I am. I'm looking forward to it. It's now my understanding. It's Fast X Part 2. What?
Okay.
Why isn't it Fast 11 or Furious 11?
I kind of like the ending on an X.
I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Bert. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess like Harry Potter. Well, Harry Potter never went by numbers, but like their last one was like the Deathly
Hallows Part 2.
Hunger Games did something else, something like that. I guess
Mission Impossible did that too.
When? This one?
Yeah, I think the current one, right?
Oh, you might be right. Huh. You might be right, Bert. Well, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. If it's a new movie, it's a new fucking chapter.
I hope at some point we get Dwayne making an apology speech where he apologizes not just to Vin, but to all of the United States.
He's not going to have that juice of Fast and Furious to prop up his box office bombs anymore.
Yep, he's running out of excuses now. It's time to face the reckoning.
Until he drops the line like, "Oh, how can I hate the Fast and Furious? I had never been there."
I never hated Vin. I just woke up in a bad mood one day.
He's like, "Oh no, it's all love, brother. I was trying to push him to be better. Sometimes things can get misconstrued in the heat of the moment, but it's all love. Mana, flex, tequila shot, emoji.
When you put two bulls in the pen, sometimes the bull's butt horns."
I just love how Vin is like the Draymond of the Fast and Furious franchise, where he told Dwayne, "Hey, we won before you."
Yeah.
Like Dwayne was Kevin Durant. "We won before you got here.
Yeah.
We'll win after you're gone."
Won. Yeah,
they did. Yep. Sometimes you just have to hand it to them.
Look who came crawling back.
Yep.
Let's go on All In, and then we can wrap this up. Does that sound good to you guys? So this Saturday, and thank God for this, a wrestling show at a reasonable hour is taking place in somewhere not problematic. Well, not too problematic, at least. I do speak of AEW's All In Texas event, the biggest wrestling show of the year. There's going to be a lot of men, a lot of beef, lovely ladies, and you might see a couple scoop slams. I think Harpo and Bert. I think you guys. I think a scoop slam is guaranteed. Should we take Beps a few props? You guys. If you guys aren't on DraftKings, you're not winning big boy prizes. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Let's do some props and then maybe do like some.
Okay, we'll type them in the chat here. But so who will get the first scoop slam, Bert? Who will get the first scoop slam of the night?
Are we talking the men's or the women's?
All around, who gets the first scoop slam?
I say Timeless Tony Storm scoop slams Mercedes Moné in their match.
No, we can't give that. We can't give an opponent too, because the casino battle royal is going to be a free for all. So you're going with Tony, right?
Yes.
That might go on late though. You know, I'm just saying. You know, if you want to go with that, I'd go with that. But
you're right.
I'm gonna go with Kyle Fletcher.
Ooh, that's a good call.
He does a good scoop slam. The Fletchlight section is also in full effect.
Oh, that's a section, the Fletchlight.
Somebody had to sign the other day in Collision, the Fletchlight section.
Oh, God.
Fletch lives.
You know what? I'm gonna go a little off the board here. Somebody who doesn't. I think it's gonna be somebody who doesn't usually use a scoop slam. And I'm gonna go with Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball, all right. Bert, who do you got? You still got Tony Storm?
No. Now, if the Casino Battle Royale's going first off, I'm gonna say.
I don't know if it's going first. I'm just saying, theoretically, I could see Tony having a later match.
Yeah, no. They'll usually either put hers on either first or the second early on, unless it is gonna be later on as a main. But no, I'm gonna switch it up. Casino Battle Royale, I'm gonna say opens the show, and I'm gonna go with one. Oh fuck, I don't know. Mark Briscoe. How about that?
Okay, Mark Briscoe. That's a good bet. That is sound. All right, so we got the first scoop slam. I think we can all predict it's gonna be a dope show. I don't have too much in it. Should we go with a surprise entry? Right. Surprise entries. Who do you have showing up that is not on the card, that has not been on television for a month?
I can't physically throw up in my mouth.
The battle royal, right? That's typically a battle. The battle royal, casino gauntlet.
You embarrass me.
The main event running. That there's gonna be chaos. I would not count Gabe Kidd as a surprise.
You don't look like that because you're white. You look like that because you're a dork.
I'm gonna go and say Darby Allin climbs down from Mount Everest.
Monuments, man.
Darby's a good choice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Darby is a good choice here of a surprise here. People are speculating Keith Lee, but I don't think he's well.
I don't think he's alive.
What does he say? Oh, it's not up to me at this point. It's like, yeah, a doctor, bitch, has gotta clear you.
All right, yeah, Darby's that's an easy one. Yeah.
Oh no! I'm gonna go off the board. It's Kane! Board here, and somebody who's made some recent news for being cast in the American Gladiators reboot. I'm gonna say old Wardlow is gonna show up.
Hell yeah, Wardlow's world.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Harpo, you got Wardlow. All right. So I'm gonna say a surprise entry. Oh, this is a bit difficult now that you mentioned. Now I'm like stuck with Keith Lee practically. Now I'm stuck with a guy who shouldn't go near a ring probably. Yeah. Shit. Oh, you know what? I got one for you guys. I know it'll happen during the main event. John Silver, the Dark Order.
Johnny Hongman.
Oh, yeah. Meat Man.
That's what I'm going with. John Silver. All right. Final. Any ideas for a third criteria here? What's going to be the prize? What's the prize pot for whoever gets whoever does well?
Let's say we send the other one a Coke.
Might be really the most expensive Coke you ever send, but yeah.
Oh, here we go. If it's for you though, then we'll send it. We'll send
Thank
you something.
You have to order something for my Weatherspoons table.
Yeah, if it's anybody else, like if me or Bert win, then just like Venmo.
How about that?
Venmo $5, something.
I don't got Venmo, brother. It don't work in this country. It don't work. Don't think I'm not pulling that, Bert. I'm not.
You know what? We'll take. I don't plan on winning anyways. So
we'll figure this out off air.
We'll
here,
figure
but,
something
it's
out.
Still very competitive.
Yeah.
All right. I think we could do a match card afterwards tonight.
Okay. Harkening back to the old WrestleBuds day where we did the fantasy league that required you to spend 9 hours a day keeping score. Are we gonna get like some food related something?
We
here?
almost had that. There's a cake.
I think they're past that era of food waste, though.
Yeah, I guess.
No. Oh wait, no.
I don't know. There's a T-bone steak every week.
You're right.
There's a T-bone steak and wine every week. I'm sorry. There's Pete taking photos of two very perky women on the elbow room. Of course, he just called them over for a photo, and now he's just going back on his phone, ignoring them. I'm sorry. All right, our third thing here. So we got the first scoop slam. We got who will be the surprise. The third one should be any criteria. So there's not going to be a pie in the face, more than likely.
The sicko moment of the night.
Oh, okay. Maybe it'll be who gets the sicko moment, right? Who will be?
Yeah,
who will be the cool?
What do we anticipate is going to be something for the sickos?
It's tough to say. You have a Texas death match, so I don't know how you would classify that. You can't just say, pile driver by Hangman. I kind of want to go with. You could go with First Blood, but that's difficult.
It's Moxley, for sure. It's always Moxley.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How about this? Will there be a staple gun involved?
Yeah.
Will there be glass?
No. Whose butt we will see the most?
Oh, there you go.
Dax Harwood.
100% on that.
All right, so we got to see, and I think we'll be fair here. All right, so Harpo, you had Cole. Fuck, that's good. Burt, you had another one. He's got very diaper butt syndrome, right? But is he on the card? He might be in a tag match. He might get thrown on there. Yeah, he could get inserted. But you got Dax. That's locked in now. But
I'm trying to figure who the fuck FTR is feuding with now in Collision.
They feuded with the Outrunners, and they had a really dope match, actually. You should probably see that. But they could get inserted in the tag match and make it a 4-way. But who knows? I want to say whose butt we will accidentally see, or who might show the most cheek. I could go the women's route, Who?
Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. Then that's Tony.
Well, it's
all
not
the way,
so much
right?
who's got the largest, but who will have the most amount of butt cheek per capita of butt? You know what I mean? Scene.
Per
Yeah.
capita of butt.
What?
Ricochet.
It's a very interesting question. Yeah, Richard O'Shea. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think with Dax though, isn't it more of a front?
He's a ball explosion.
Not so much.
It's improving.
But if his ball pops out,
his balls have popped out multiple times.
You win.
If his balls come out, I feel like that's like you almost have to bet the other way that his balls won't come out.
No, if his balls come out, Bert, you will have won this. The balls are like the butt of the dick.
Yeah, it's down the road.
Are they
it's
not?
Fine.
They're kind of shaped the same way of a butt.
They absolutely are. I don't know how I didn't realize this until now.
Balls and butts, we're not too different, you and me.
Balls and butts doing the handshake.
I'm gonna
meme.
go with. This is a very cheap answer. Megan Bain. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
there you go.
What a tragedy would that be?
So I'm going by it's not a matter who's got the biggest, how much cheek. Granted, somebody like fucking Ricochet has less butt than Tony Storm, but if his tights get pulled down, it's about the cheek.
NYPD, open up!
Square footage of cheek per person. That makes sense, right?
I'm
One of your nuts is hanging out of your shorts.
Still going with Adam Cole just because his trunks. he's so sickly looking and with the body of a gamer that, it looks like his trunks have such a hard time staying
it's that
up.
material.
What a phony son of a bitch!
I'm gonna stick with
all the Lucha Libre guys. They got that weird cut, bro. They got that weird cut.
You're right. That's a pretty man.
Like,
that's true. I mean, I'm sure Mordos is gonna be in the.
You're right. That's a pretty man.
In the
Volador and CMML. Have you seen that guy? That's like.
Oh yeah.
Like, size up, dude.
It's a very weird.
It's a European cut.
Very weird cut for sure.
Is it the silver and blue panties?
Shaquille O'Neal making a break for the bathroom on live TV.
And it seems like they cut just a little bit off the sides, Anyway.
When Uncle Howard and I went to Dynamite and Collision back in it was like February, I want to say, and we saw the main event. Gravity came out to interfere in one of the matches. Because he's no longer under contract. But
Bandito.
Whose brother is he? Yeah, he's Bandito's brother, so they still kind of keep him around. But he came out and it was like, I thought they fired you. It was like he came out, he did the gravity walk, and we're like, you need to hurry up and get in the ring and help your buddy. It was so great. Because it was a California show, it was a lot easier for them to get a bunch of luchadors in. So it was Collision was almost all lucha matches, and then the only 2 ROH matches we had were it was Mystico. I think it was Mystico versus Volador, and then the other one was an 8-man tag that was insane. And then they let us go home, and they couldn't even get mad at us.
Took the chains off the doors. You're free to go.
They took and it was in this classic timeless venue, that the Memorial Auditorium that was built in the 20s, that has had some of the biggest matches in California history, wrestling history. Piper had bloody brawls there back in the 70s. I mean, it's this just totally awesome venue where the top row of the balcony is still maybe 100 feet from the ring.
Yeah, me and Bert went to the Scottish Rite Temple to watch MLW.
And the heaving, well-implanted breasts caught my eye immediately. And I knew that we were going to have a strong spiritual relationship.
It had that cathedral-style seating around the ring. It was dope as hell.
It was just... Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, there's shows we have a Scottish Rite Temple in Sacramento, but they don't do shows there anymore. They just do conventions and stuff, Comic Cons and stuff. But in San Francisco, they have what's called the Irish Community Center, where they have a bunch of shows at, and it was we always look at the cards and we're like, fuck man, we should drive to this. It's only an hour and 15 minutes. It'll be at one point it was Ultimo Dragon and Dragon Kid were coming in to do a tag match. And I was like, dude, it would be so cool to see Ultimo Dragon before he dies. Because that dude is old as fuck. I mean, Dragon Kid is
awesome.
In his late 40s.
I want to shake his hand.
Because, we're always or we could just stay home.
I got some wrestling coming up, and there's a show on Sunday, and I don't need to see Trent Seven in Coventry. I'm good.
What's going on?
And I like Trent Seven, actually. Now that I'm here and I saw him and Mox have a fucking crazy match at Wolverhampton.
You're insane, Gold member!
Life, But I still don't care.
I was at a show last night, actually.
Oh, where'd you go?
CCW, the local promotion down here in Florida at the Tank Brewing Company.
So this is how Liberty dies.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to see...
Oh, they're still having shows at the brewery?
Yeah. I got to see Gangrel himself.
That makes me absolutely sick!
That lying son of a bitch. It says it's always open. Why are you getting mad when people call your wrestling school during your...
Those massive, lovely breasts.
I'll admit on my road report that Gangrel made his entrance. I was super pumped, and then they said, oh, you ordered the chicken tender wrap? I'm like, yeah, over here. And I just ate that and completely ignored the match.
Make it work.
Aw.
But it was a fun little card. The main event was won by Aussie Killmonger. It was a casket match.
Nice.
He's no respect for anyone.
Did they have the Giant Gonzalez 8x10s for sale again?
No. We did have AJ Francis on the card. He was on
There's none of that. There's no respect anymore.
Snitch.
That fucking snitch.
Oh.
And one Cha-Cha Charlie.
The ring. Nice, a staple.
Even though Cha-Cha Charlie playing a face did a very heel move by getting himself DQ'd with a belt shot.
Not in public, bro.
He's got it.
Oh man, we better have our boy BWT look into that. 'Cause he was able to finally get Meltzer on the record, and it's as to why a heel Sid or a face Hogan cheated to eliminate a heel Sid. He finally tried
That is
to
a
get
nasty ass question.
Meltzer weaseled out. So, have you guys heard what our boy BWT is up to these days?
Oh, Tosh.
Baseball legend
Tosh,
Pete
sorry.
Rose died of natural causes.
Alright, I didn't know the Duck. Let's get the F out. Yeah. No, the Standman podcast is fucking dope. No, Toshman's killing it.
It is so good, man, and Uncle Howard just completely ruining the email section every week.
I love it.
Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's
yes.
It's good to see one of
Shout
us
out to
make
Tosh.
it.
Didn't Toshman also win a parlay? Or am I thinking of another bud?
Oh yeah.
Right.
He also hit all 3 legs of his parlay, and he's living the charmed
Holy
life.
Fuck. Yeah, hit a parlay and you get a podcast with the Sandman. That is, I mean, pretty dope, and it's a good podcast too. More specifically, yeah.
It's a good podcast. My favorite thing is how much Sandman still hates Taz.
Yeah, you can't put that shit aside, man. It's there's still people from youth that I don't like.
Yeah, not everybody's got to like everybody. There's no rule that says
like
that.
somebody, and I don't let go. Until it's resolved.
Was this the same podcast where Sandman talked shit about Angle and Angle said, do something about it, pussy?
I don't know.
I think that was Sandman was on Bubba Ray Dudley's podcast.
That Busted Open's garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not a radio show, by the way, even though it's called Busted Open Radio. It's not a radio show because I can't listen to it on my radio.
Liars. That's not a radio show.
It's a Sirius XM thing. That's not a radio.
Podcast. That's Opie and
Yeah. You have to pay if money's changing hands, then it's not radio.
You don't look like that because you're white. You look like that because you're...
So this is how Liberty dies.
Listen here, you sorry son of a bitch!
I saw a movie about him. I
saw a movie about him.
I can't fucking dial in, now Paul and Young Ron, you put on Big 105 or you go to their website or download the iHeartRadio app. That's free. You can listen to them.
Real.
Yeah, that's a radio show. That's a Paul and Young Ron.
That's real,
yeah. Sometimes to get mobile mic. Stop by in the studio. Paul.
That's right, Mike.
Yep. If you,
love them.
Shout out
real.
to all
Those
the
are real
morning
radios.
zoos. They're real. All of them. Every single one of them. They're creating content every day.
These guys, even
5
earlier,
days a week.
that they be in the studio.
How do you
stereotype,
wake up funny
and it's
at 6
offensive.
a.m.? That's
And
a
they're
Herculean
working without
feat.
a net. Yeah. No. Nobody knows how they do. No one's ever been able to scientifically show how they do it.
They fucking do it, dude.
And yet they do it.
Man. I listened to Paul and Young Ron when I was going to FIU early in the fucking morning. I was fine with it. I liked it. I liked their news. Like, hey, a giraffe escaped and went to a Walmart. What would you do if you saw that? That'd be fucking crazy. I don't know.
That'd be fucking crazy, man. How would you even?
What would you
I
do,
wouldn't
Bert?
know what to do.
I'd be flabbergasted. And this was the era before cell phone cameras, so this is all word of mouth.
Yeah, it's all word of mouth, but it's a mouth you can trust.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah, that's the worst part. No one's gonna believe.
Unless on a certain radio station on Big 105, a real radio station, not busted open radio that's just WWE propaganda. They're just like Bubba Ray Dudley's just sucking off there, and like I assume he's on a Legends contract, and it's just like going down on him.
I think you're making a fool of yourself.
Crumb. He wants to crumb a pussy, but the crumb is a fucking gig to be a special referee, you know?
Yeah, whenever there's a Philly show, he gets to be a special referee for the Streets of Philadelphia street fight, which ends up being like, you know, backstage, and somebody hits someone with a cheesesteak, and then puts a Phillies jersey on him.
Well, it's even more of a demotion because all like the ECW centric shit that they're trying to pull is now all on NXT.
What are you cocksmokers been up to?
None of these people were even alive when ECW was a promotion.
Y'all be wearing gold-plated diapers.
I have wrestling fans at where I work, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been watching legitimately before you guys were born. You know, it's just the reality. So it is hilarious for him to go somewhere and fucking, you know, go to Full Sail. Is it still at Full Sail?
Don't be asking me personal questions.
Just show ha. So guess what? Goodbye.